YouTube, it's Megan. Hello. I wasn't doing anything today, so I thought I might vlog a little. So hi, this is video 6. Yay for video 6. I don't know if I'm gonna do this every day. It's starting out to be every day, but I don't think. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to be going back to work soon, so I don't know how much time I'll have or how interesting my day will be if I'm just going to work every day. But some interesting things happen at work, so you never know. So I'm keeping this at video 6 instead of it would be day 7, not day 6. So, but speaking of work, let me explain why I keep saying I work for 2K, and I could talk about unemployment and whatnot if I have. I think I have. But basically, I worked for Borders Books and Music for about 6.5 years, and I'm sure everyone knows. If you don't know, Borders went bankrupt and the company disappeared. It was very sad. I loved my company. I was the merchandising supervisor. I did all the new releases and displays and all that stuff, so it was a really fun job. But they went away, and I had to find another one. So I got hired at 2K because my brother had been working there for about 3 years. So I worked for them, the video game testing company. And the way they work is you get hired in on a contract for a year, and then you work the contract, and then if there are any full-time positions that they want to hire you for, they hire you for that, and you stay, or you end your contract, and then you go on a break for 2 months and then reapply if you want to reapply. So yeah, and it's my first video game testing company I've ever done or ever worked at, so it's very interesting. And actually, this is the first game that I've done, NBA or MLB 2K12 baseball. It's the first game that I worked on that I'm in the credits for, so that's really exciting. And I've actually worked on one before. My first one was NBA 2K12, the one that came out not too long ago, and this came out not too long ago either too. But yeah, so that was really exciting. It's a fun experience. I really, really enjoy the job, and because of the job, that's how I went on the dodgeball team, because I think I mentioned yesterday that I had a dodgeball game today. I'll be playing against people I don't know. Probably teams that were in last season because we're in our second season. But it's a lot of fun. Most of the people on our team are from 2K. There's a couple people who are like girlfriends of people and whatnot. And then we have another team, the Pink team. Pink But Ain't Easy is also a 2K team. Most of them are coworkers. There's a couple that aren't as well. So it's good work employee. I can't think of the words, but togetherness and good coworker status and stuff. It's a lot of fun. Get some aggression out and whatnot. And I don't know if you guys played dodgeball when you were in elementary school. I remember dodgeball, and I do not remember it being as crazy as it is with adults. And maybe adults play dodgeball differently, and we're going by the official dodgeball rules. So I'm sure you guys know how to play dodgeball, but if you don't know how to play dodgeball, let me explain. So you have a giant rectangle, probably about the width of an indoor soccer field is what we use. You have a line in the middle where there are 6 balls that are lined up. You have 6 people on each team. There's a whistle, and all the players run for the balls. You throw balls at people. You try and hit them to get them out. Simple enough. All sorts of little rules that I didn't know about with like catching the ball and bouncing the ball off somebody else and going out of bounds and all this stuff. So there's all these little rules, and adults argue, and it is a lot of fun, but people can get a little too much into it, and I am all about being competitive. I've played sports since I was like 5 years old. Played soccer. I was a soccer goalie. I did swimming. Lots of sports. I was a very sportsy person. I'm all about sportsmanship. I never got upset because we lost, except when I was a senior and it was like one of my last games and we lost a game and I cried and it was really sad. But anyways, you don't get mad. Someone has to win, someone has to lose. And if I'm the one who loses, then that's just it happens. You can't control what happens in a game. Someone has to win, someone has to lose. Don't be a crybaby. Appreciate the good of the other person. Unless they play dirty and they cheat, then you don't have to appreciate. But just know you're a better person. Don't cheat and don't do stuff like that. Play fairly, and it'll be such a good game. Whatever you're playing, play fair, because who wants to win after cheating? I don't think that feels good. I've never cheat, so I don't know. But yeah, so sportsmanship goes a long way, I think. Yeah. And as a side note, before I forget, I wanted to ask anyone out there if you have any suggestions on how to quit smoking. I would love to quit smoking. I'm trying really hard. I'm really bad at it. I'm still smoking. I wanted to quit at the beginning of the year, but I just haven't been able to do it. My boyfriend quit smoking almost 4 years ago, so I would like to not smoke. So if anybody has any suggestions that are not expensive, and I'm down for trying lots of different things, so you can make them as interesting as possible. Yeah, so any suggestions? And one little quick disgusting thing, gross thing that I'm going to tell you. So I have a cup that I've been using, to put cigarettes in, because I don't know where an ashtray is right now. But so this cup, let me show you. Okay, so that disgusting thing. Okay, so it had a lid on it, and I was also drinking from another cup that looked very similar to it. So I'm drinking out of the other cup, and I'm not paying attention, and I pick up the cigarette. Oh, I pick up the cigarette one. Oh, so gross, and I drink a little. Oh, it just makes me gross, and I went and spit it out. I didn't really drink it. I spit it out, and I ran over to the sink and washed my mouth out, and then I had to go brush my teeth for an hour. Blah. So it makes me really gross thinking about it, but I just thought I would tell you because it's a good story. And I think I'm going to end today's video with a movie review that I watched today. The movie I watched is Everything Must Go, and it has Will Ferrell as the main character, and it basically is him at a very low point in his life. He gets fired from his job. His wife is leaving him. She's locked him out of his house. All of his stuff is put on his lawn. He has nowhere to go. His phone gets shut off. He gets cut out from his bank account, all this stuff. So it's basically him, figuring stuff out, and it's him on his lawn the entire movie. So it is a slower moving movie. It's all about the dialogue. So, it's on Netflix right now. If you have time, it's like an hour and a half. You just need to, sit and watch it, because it's, I'd probably classify it as a dark comedy. It is kind of funny. There's a few funny moments, but you have to pay attention. Otherwise, it's not going to be interesting at all. If you're a Will Ferrell fan, I think you'll appreciate the movie. I appreciated it. It's only my opinion. You're allowed to hate it or whatnot. I think it was good. I felt for him, even though he was a little weird, a little awkward with a couple women in the movie, that made him a little creepy, but it's just, it was very realistic. I think they did a really good job. So I would thumbs up the movie. So, if you want to watch Everything Must Go, and you can leave me a comment on your opinion, if you think I'm completely wrong, if you agree with me, if you really like the movie, if you have any other Will Ferrell movies that you think I haven't seen. The only one that I'm aware of that I have not seen is Stranger Than Fiction, which eventually I will see that, but I think that's the only Will Ferrell movie I haven't seen. Yeah, so, and again, if you saw anything today, or if you've seen anything recently that you want to tell me about, I'm very much into movies. And yeah, just anything at all. Again, if you have any quit smoking tips, let me know. Comment below. Comment in my pants, as the Shay Tarts would say. Comment in my pants. And I totally stole that from him, and I think I'm going to, so I'm going to call this down below, because here's my face, and pants are below. So I'll say comment in my pants, and once I learn how to do links and stuff, I'll say the links are in my pants. Yeah. And on that note, I'm going to go.